Good morning, everybody. As tired as I am, instead of switching back to this screen, I nearly just turned off the stream. Oh my. I'm very tired, but we have coffee, so we're gonna just go through the motions until the coffee works its coffee magic, and we're gonna be okay. Yes, alright, yes. Trying to get a little more use out of that starting soon screen. Ellie! I love her dearly. She's gotten into the habit of jumping in my lap while I'm streaming now, and oftentimes I'll have a controller or something in my lap. Right. Uh, it's early. It's fine. I'm being grouchy. She didn't mean anything by it. I still love her. Right. Well, this last little bit over in the corner here is bugging me. See that top left? How there's a little bit of black to the left of those honeycombs? Ooh, don't like that. There. Oh, that's even worse. How'd it get worse? There we go. Guys, we're doing it. Doing this streamer thing. I was almost gonna say professional streamer thing. Could you imagine? Oh god. Right. Mega Man X today. Because a long time ago, when I first started streaming, actually, I believe, yeah. I originally I did a lot of Isaac, but I also was playing through every Mega Man game, and I didn't get very far. We did all the way up until, chronologically, we did all the way up until Mega Man 5 for Game Boy. So I think we did all of the NES ones. This one. Some weird ones. There was the Mega Man Monopoly game that was only released in Japan. And then all of the first 5 of the Game Boy games. I think that was it. There might have been... I think that was it. But I did not save those VODs. That was back before I realized I was going to be doing this for a substantial amount of time. Wasn't expecting that. What's this sound like? Somebody's going to have to let me know if it's too loud, too quiet, but... And that seems like, if anything, it'd be a little quiet, but... I guess we'll find out. Oh, hopefully the buttons are right. Buttons. Jump. Left, right. Yeah. Cool. Gonna have to play this game with a joystick. If you're familiar with the stream, if you're around here a bit, you know why. And you're probably tired of me saying it, but with this emulator that I've been meaning to retire for like probably a year now, I don't know. Just never seemed to. It doesn't do diagonal on the D-pad, so you're forced to choose between not having diagonal and or using a joystick. So we're using a joystick. Alright. So nothing fancy today. I just love Mega Man, and I've been sad a lot. Really sad these last 882 days, right? So, Mega Man makes me feel better. That's why we're starting with this one. Originally I did them chronologically by release date, but I'm like, I really don't feel like playing the original Mega Man right now. Like, I know it started the series, and back then games were just like simpler. I love old games, I do, truly, I do. Mega Man 4, get me with Mega Man 4 sometime. Amazing game. Original Mega Man, very, yeah. The first one was kind of, you know, they were figuring some stuff out. You know, you gotta do some tests. Really, sir, really? Why are you shaped like a bug? Actually, like aesthetically, who signed off on that? Who decided they wanted their like their war helicopter machines. They're like, all right, it has to have missiles, it has to have a machine gun, and it needs to look like a giant bug. How much extra money do you think the giant bug nest cost? Like, how much more did they have to pay to make it look like a bug? And actually, that makes it sound more believable, because if you're at all familiar with the U.S. military, they will find excuses to spend money. Oh man, how much money we give them? Yeah, they're just like they're trying to find ways to spend it. Like, we just keep throwing money at them. It's like, I feel kind of bad, because yeah, at a certain point, like, what are you gonna do? Like, if you forced someone to spend like $1,000, like, yeah, they could probably do it, right? If you forced someone to spend like trillions of dollars, like, that's a lot of pressure to put on somebody. Like, my God. So yeah, you end up with like fly bug helicopters, right? This is one of those fights that you have to lose. But that means it's an incredibly fun prank if you were to tell a friend that you can win this fight if you hit him enough. Like, you know, it's a secret Easter egg. You hit him enough times, different cutscene. You know, if you want to be a good friend. It's funny. Hold on. I made a save state though, because I did want to show you something. Because I'll show you the real way you're supposed to, like, the way you're supposed to do this, because he beats you and he catches you, right? But there's the other thing. Hold on, let me show you the other thing. Buddy, would you please just attack me? My God, if you actually did have a health bar, I would destroy you. You don't even know. Okay, so check this out. See that ball of energy he's shooting? That touches you, you lose. He catches you and you lose. There, I wasn't actually trying to do that time. I just, that was me failing to show you the thing I was going to show you. Alright. Hold on. Would you my God, you hit so weak. Yeah, contact damage on you is just, ugh. He does 1 bar of contact damage. That's disgusting. Just hit me, please. Like, I know you're not programmed to do that. You're not supposed to be able to do that. There. Oh my God, it's actually hard to do, but he can kill you. And I know it's not that impressive. Like, oh, okay, you just showed us you getting killed. That's going to happen a lot, by the way. This guy's not supposed to kill you. Like, if you're ever in a fight with a boss in a game where they're like, story-wise, they're going to kill you and there's nothing you can do about it, you wouldn't expect they could actually kill you, right? This guy can. You just have to go out of your way to do it. Doesn't do anything. I just thought it was interesting. I'm tired. I'm sorry. More coffee. God, I miss this game. This game is very bittersweet for me. In my opinion, this is one of the top 3 2D platformers, just period. There's like a holy trinity of 2D platformers, and this is one of them. And by extension, I am kind of saying that this is the best Mega Man game. I don't know if that's true. Because, like, at least personally, when I rank my favorite games, they're just the ones I enjoy the most. There are games that I would willingly admit are better than the ones I like, but I still don't enjoy them as much. Right? My list is what I enjoy. So this one might be like objectively, if we're taking a step back and looking at them, maybe. It's not my number one, but it's near the very top of that list. And it probably is the best, put together. As much as I love the original series, this one's just, yeah. They added a lot. They added the slide. They added the wall kicking. There's a lot in this game. A little bit of story, not too much story. Looking at you, Mega Man X. 4 through 8. Right. The ones on PlayStation. Right. That's what I mean, bittersweet. I adore this game. I can't look at it without thinking of what they did to Mega Man. I said Mega Man 4 through 8. I meant that. Because Mega Man 4 has way too much story. It's still a good game, I think. As the first one on PlayStation. I would defend Mega Man 4. I think it's just fine. Different than this, but good in its own way. In fact, I'd say it's probably the second best Mega Man X game in my mind. Because it's different. It's different enough from this one to be good in its own way. Versus Mega Man X2 and X3 are so like this one that they can't help but to be compared to this one. And that's just not great for them because this one's perfect. Hi. Why are you yelling at me? You just had your dinner, your breakfast. Time isn't real. Hi, come here. Hey, sweetie. If you're gonna lay down on my desk, you can be up here, but don't just yell at me. And okay. How are you in a sassy mood? You just had your breakfast. I seen you. He's gonna wear himself out here in a second and lay down for a nap, so that's fine. But right now, he's just. You can tell he's being sassy. His tail will flick back and forth when he's in a playful mood, which is a kind way of saying he's gonna cause trouble. Hey. He just wants to snuggle up for a second before he falls asleep. He's gonna nap on my desk for a while, I'm sure. Alright. But, yeah, after Mega Man X4, I'd say that this whole series could be scrapped. And they could just start over for Mega Man X4. You know, retcon it. X5 through 8 were just like a simulation or something, right? Maybe. Yeah, that'd be believable, right? There's, on the Game Boy, there's actually, besides the Mega Man original series spin-off games, Mega Man X, or Mega Man 1 through 5 on Game Boy are different. The first 4 reuse the Robot Masters, but they're definitively a different. They're not remakes. They're in the story. They're definitively separate games. Wily just reuses the same bots, but they're different games. And then 5, there's new ones. But they did the same thing with Mega Man. I want to call them X and X2. I don't know. They're kind of like they smushed them together. Well, yeah, kind of the same. They have 2 Mega Man X games for Game Boy is what I mean. Right. And those ones, I think I know one of them was. I don't know if the other one was. Maybe actually. The story for those is, yeah, like after the fact you got plugged into a simulation, you have to refight these dudes. I'm sure they didn't give it much thought, but my reasoning is, it does make a little bit of sense because In the original series, the Robot Masters, they could be reproduced. They had their own like personality and memories in their brain chip, and as long as you kept that brain chip alive, undamaged, you could plug them into another robot and they'd be fine. But they could be reproduced easily. They're robots. Mega Man X, they're a little bit different. And they don't really reproduce them like they did with the Robot Masters. So once you kill them, you have to have an excuse as to why you're fighting them again. And I'm sure they weren't thinking about that at the time, but like lore-wise, it does make sense. So I like that. You like when things line up. You hate being a fan of a franchise and having to like figure out why things are the way they are because it doesn't make any sense. Alright, Storm Eagle. Fun fact about Storm Eagle here, actually. If you're familiar with Mega Man X, I'm not going to go into deep lore because, my god, we could be discussing Mega Man X lore for years. There's a virus, makes these Reploid robots bad. And the virus is sentient, and its physical body is Sigma. He's the main bad guy. There you go. He was a Reploid first, he fused with the virus, and the virus makes other robots bad. Now he's trying to take over the world. There you go. That's the plot of all 8 Mega Man X games. So there you go. In case you ever wanted to get into the series, but you're scared because the story is like really, really long. Yeah, there you go. I just summarized all of it for you. But Storm Eagle here is actually, I don't think he's the only one who falls into this category, but one of the few. Enough to make him interesting. He hasn't been infected by that virus that makes the robots bad. He's just very, very loyal. And Sigma used to be his commanding officer, like a military structure. They were the Reploid Hunters originally. Sigma was in charge of the Reploid Hunters. He was in charge of the group that hunted the bad robots before he fused with the virus, right? And Storm Eagle worked beneath him, and he's just very loyal. So I think that's kind of neat. Makes him just a little more interesting, right? A little bit of personality. Whoop. If you can slide, Storm Eagle becomes much, much, much easier. Because that gust attack where he pushes you back, that doesn't do anything to you at that point. So like, I really should do Chill Penguin first, right? Because he gives you the slide. And my reasoning is Storm Eagle's probably easiest to beat with the Buster, but that's not even really true either, is it? Yeah. Chill Penguin is yeah. I love this game, but several of the masters are really easy to beat with just the Buster. In fact, I did that at one point. The only one that actually gave me trouble was Launch Octopus. Because like Storm Eagle's thing, that his gust attack that you need the slide to get through. Or just like stand really close to the middle of the level platform, right? Because he will gust you off the edge and you'll just instantly die. There's nothing you can do. Which is a little unfortunate. But Launch Octopus does something similar, but he pulls you inward towards himself, and the room you fight him in isn't nearly as big, so it's like there's not much you can do that way. You just have to get really lucky that he decides not to use that attack very often. That's about all you can do. Or have the slide. Well, alright. Okay, yeah. They've went their separate corners. Miles is curled up on a pillow. Ellie's curled up in her box. Bella's also on my bed. Like, they had their breakfast and now they're just gonna... I knew it wasn't gonna take him very long. They have their food and they just like curl up and get comfy and take a nap, which is just, yeah, very fair. With an infinite jump glitch, hack code, infinite jump code, that tube, those tubes in the ceiling that spit out enemies, you can get up there. It's weird. It's been a while. I was younger at the time. I want to say like I ended up there and it was just like a all lime green, like not room. It was just like the screen was just all lime green because you're not meant to go up there. But the screen did turn green. It was weird. Because like you go up there and it like loaded me into another room, but there is no room up there. It's weird. I don't remember exactly how it did that. I think it was just an infinite jump thing. I Game Shark for it back when Game Shark was a thing. Remember Game Shark? Me too. I'm talking about it, so it'd be weird if I didn't. Alright, let's fight Flame Mammoth, right? In case you're wondering why his name's Flame Mammoth, he's a mammoth and he's fire themed. So, you know, there's Flame Mammoth's fun fact. Dang. Very nearly got away beating him without it taking any damage. I just like he's not gonna kill me. I was playing a lot more defensively than I probably should have had to. It does get irritating though how he's one of those stompy bosses. They jump and they freeze you in place for a bit. And I was just trying to avoid that more than anything because that's frustrating. Not dangerous, but wow. If he stuns you in place and he jumps on you, the contact damage he does is the biggest threat there. Alright. No reason not to play smart, I guess. Every once in a while, try to. Rarely. I'm sure I will at some point in my life anyway. It's possible. Okay, probably not, right? Sir, you were one shot of... I was gonna look really slick there, man. Knowing exactly how much damage enemies take. That's just unfortunate. Alright. Buddy. Who designed you? And for what reason, actually? it's a stationary robot that can't leave his position. He's stuck in the ground, and he's designed to look like a lumberjack, to the point where he shoots chunks of log at things. Is he like a defense thing? Why make him look like a lumberjack? Seems unnecessary. It probably is though, isn't it? Like, that helicopter was bug shaped. It's funny. And we're about to get the slide, so that's going to be great for us. Yeah, being able to slide places. Was it intentional that they gave you the slide in the ice level because ice makes you slide? Am I thinking about it too much? I don't think any of the ice in this level actually makes you slide around. Come to think of it, it's mostly snow. Yeah, it is. It's like all snow. Hold up. Huh. Well, alright. Because this ice here, that don't do it. Yeah, like, it can even, yeah, like, no sliding. Okay, yeah, that's weird. X just has better traction on his feetsies. You know what else is weird to think about? All the robots in the Mega Man X games, all the robots in Mega Man franchise are naked. They're not wearing any clothes. Look at X right now. You're like, oh, he's got boots and he's got gloves and he's got a helmet. That's like, I mean, the robot equivalent of his skin. He can't take that off. That's just welded onto him. That's his skin. He's naked right now. I'm about positive you didn't want to think about that, but yeah, I needed to do something on Twitch dashboard real quick, so I'm going to give you stuff to think about. Okay. It certainly seems like it's doing what it's supposed to. Hold on. Okay, so... right. Those at the very end there, they're... My point purchases are color coordinated. And at the very end they're not anymore, but it's because I toggled one of them off. That's fine. I'm gonna toggle it back on shortly. Eventually. Alright, so you can forget about what I said about the naked now. That was just I was distracting you. How much sub-tank? Yeah. Like, I may not even need it, but... filling up that sub-tank a bit. No reason not to. It'll only take a second. Yeah, those big health, like, yeah, like, look at that. Those big, things of health really add a lot to the meter. In fact, I think the way those work is a full sub-tank would be your total health if you had all the health upgrades. So I think that would actually heal us fully. Hold on, we're doing science all of a sudden. Let me do some more science. It's fine. We're testing stuff. It's early, and I'm curious enough to know, or want to know that. I've played this game for a long time, and I would like to find out. Really? Oh my god. Really? Buddy. Stop. He's actually hit me. You are so much less threatening than I realized. I'm like maneuvering, jumping around razor blades, attacking these dudes. They are very... You are useless. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. So... It certainly seemed like it. But it ran out about the same time that my health filled up, so maybe it's like a percentage thing. I don't know. Right? Alright, whatever. Sure. Once we get all our health upgrades and everything, we can test it again. Because I think that it may just be designed to have your health, the sub-tank, empties as fast as it takes your health bar to fill up. So if you had a bigger health bar, I gotta think they would still end at the same time. It would just, right? That's my thinking, but that would imply, I think. So that's just not true. I'm curious about it though. So once we get a full health upgrade, we can test that one more time. It'll take a while, but you know, yeah. But like, it also wasn't full yet. So that's also interesting because it doesn't do a percentage ways then. I gotta think it's the thing I said before. It's just harder to tell because it is designed to run out at the same time. To that effect, I think because your starting health is, I think, exactly half of your max possible. So with every health upgrade, you double your starting health. So it would make sense if we were to have no health upgrades and fill that sub-tank up halfway. If it still filled our health, our starting health fully, then we would know. Yeah, right? Just fine. It doesn't matter. Fine. Avoiding damage like it matters. Okay. We're about to body Chill Penguin. He cannot stand the heat, right? Something. Oven. Kitchen? Stovetop. Penguin Man. Hey, buddy. How are you? Just be mindful if you ever hit him with the fire, he'll... I think always, but maybe... Yeah, I was gonna say, he'll nearly always slide at you. Unless he's got something else in mind, I suppose, but... So, you know, if you hit him with fire, just get up on the wall, or jump over him, I guess. Why am I jumping over him? Sir! Oh, one other fun thing about Chill Penguin, though. You'll see on my character model, it's easier to tell here, but once you get the armor upgrades, your body parts change. So like, you'll see on our shins, there's like that white bit, and there's like a gold trim connecting his feet with his legs now. That wasn't there originally. Every time you get an armor upgrade, a different part of his body gets like fancier looking, like with that silver and the gold trim. So his legs didn't used to look like that, they were just blue. And you can't get through this level without getting the slide. Try as hard as you want, you can't get around that capsule. There's no way to get around the capsule, so you have to go through it and you have to get the slide. So your legs are always going to look like this. So you would think the boss of this level gives you the ice power, and powers change your color, right? So you would think there would be no way to see what he would look like with this ice power and no leg upgrade, but there actually is. It's funny. There's you punch in codes to get into different levels in this game, like instead of a save feature, they just give you codes to punch in. One of the codes actually gives you the ice power and not the slide. So if you're, yeah, it's like, yeah, it's wild. So you can, I was a grown adult before I found that out, because like, like playing legitimately, there's no way to do that. There's no actual way to get the ice power without the leg pieces, but there's a code for it. Really? I'm sure I'm like one of 3 people maybe on the planet who cares about that, but I think it's really interesting. I say this a lot when I'm playing Super Mario 64, but like, things in games that you're not normally meant to be able to see or interact with. It's easier to tell here. You can see his legs. It's got that silver and the gold bit. Right. And not only that, like on his character sprite when you're playing, that screen where you, because obviously that screen changes also for the different color power-ups and for the different armor pieces that he gets. And that screen also has him with no leg upgrade and the ice power, which I think, like I said, is weird because you're not meant to be able to do that. Alright, I'll shut up about it now. I'm nerding out over stuff. You'll see these pieces here, broken up pieces, and you'll see the ceiling above us, that glass tube got broken. One of the fun things about this game is depending on the order that you go through the levels in, or depending on which levels you've beaten so far, I guess. The levels themselves change. So you'll see we beat Storm Eagle. You may have recognized those were pieces from Storm Eagle's ship. When his ship went down when we beat him, it crashed here. So there's parts of this level that have pieces taken out. Not much, like, I think it is just the beginning part, a little bit. But some levels it's more noticeable than others. I think if you do Launch Octopus before Sting Chameleon, Sting Chameleon's levels flooded, I do believe. I know if you do Chill Penguin, you've seen how we did Flame Mammoth, there's the lava areas, like there's just lava beneath you. Since we did Chill Penguin, if we go back, that lava is going to be frozen. Just ice now. So I think that's interesting too. I kind of want to remap that slide button, but I just don't want to screw up with the game controls anymore. Like, yeah, let's leave them the way they are. I hate having to remap the buttons every time. Oh, this level reminds me. I watched the one of the speedrun records. I don't know if it's still the record. It was long enough ago now where I think it probably would have been like beaten by now. But I seen the at the time speedrun record for this game, and I think the level that may have impressed me the most was this one. Like he was flying. Didn't stop for anything. He was just like launching from room to room. It was crazy. Very impressive. art piece up here, but we can't get it without the armor, the armor upgrades, the sub tanks, and the health upgrades in this game. Oftentimes you'll need one to get another one, or need a specific power to get another one. Also, I guess, is that when you need the boomerang to get. Some of them you need to have defeated a certain level first to get, like this one, or Sting Chameleon needs to be, that level needs to be flooded before you can get that heart tank, or health upgrade. So that's what you have to do after Launch Octopus. So I'm sure there's a much more efficient way to be going through the levels than I am. But I've just always started with Storm Eagle. Just always. Couldn't tell you why. Are we fighting? Right. Oh, another thing this game added, which I think is really cool, you can hit L and R to just toggle between your attacks. Once you have a full menu, it's less efficient, but it means you have to go into the menu every time if you don't want to. Hey, buddy. I'm a little disappointed there. He made me move. If you time that better than I did, yeah, you don't have to move. You can just stand there and do that. It's kind of pathetic how weak he is to his weakness. Like, so much so that, like, yeah, at least in the Mega Man community, he's famously weak to his weakness. More than most bosses, even. He's the quintessential, oh, you have the weakness, you just win automatically. But, so in that regard, I may be the only person in history who's actually fought him without his weakness. So let me just tell you, I've seen some things. Just think about it, if you're familiar with this game, try to imagine how he fights. I dare you. You don't know. I know you don't know. Because you've always brought his weakness to him and you just did that to him. You don't know how he fights. You've never seen him in combat. It's not that impressive, but, you know, it's just not something you normally see. Right. Armored Dylan, yes. So each of the 8 starting stages has a health upgrade. And then there's 4 armor upgrades and 4 sub-tanks. I was gonna say half of them have sub-tanks, half of them have armor upgrades. That's not actually true, is it? And the only reason I know that is because Storm Eagle has all 3. He has a health upgrade, he has a sub-tank, and an armor upgrade. So who's missing out? Hold on. So this one, so sub-tanks. This one's Storm Eagle, Flame Mammoth. Flame Mammoth also doubles down too. Okay, hold on. One at a time. Hold up. So Chill Penguin. Chill Penguin has an armor upgrade, right? Armored Dylan. He technically has a armor upgrade, but it's a secret Easter egg thing, so we're just not going to count that. So, but he has a sub tank. Storm Eagle we went over. Spark Mandrill. Has a sub tank. Sting Chameleon. Armor upgrade. Boomer Quanger doesn't have anything besides the health upgrade, does he? Right. And then Flame Mammoth has all of them, and Launch Octopus. Launch Octopus also only has the health upgrade. Okay, that's why. I was gonna say some of them doubled down, so they can't all have one each, or at least one rather, because there's 8, and yeah, some of them doubled down. All right, that sucks for them. If you don't beat the robot to that point, you can't then reach it. Yeah, he'll dig the cave out enough where you can't reach it anymore, so you have to kill him before he gets that far. And yeah, I as I've demonstrated, fire's just the best way to do that. I said this one has one, but it's an Easter egg. There's a very specific way you do it. You have to get every upgrade. You have to get 9 lives, get here X number of times without without taking damage, and up there on that lip, you can get up there if you're good at the game, or if you jump off the platform at the right time. And there will be a final secret armor upgrade up there. And really, it just gives you a special attack. It's the Hadouken from Street Fighter. And it one-shots every boss. It's funny. He even shouts Hadouken, but his voice, he's that X. His voice is really kind of like teenagery, so it sounds funny when he does it. So you see how his armor got knocked off there? It's interesting because normally, like when he's rolling around like that, you can't hit him while he's rolling around. Also, if you hit him with a charge shot, he will absorb it and shoot it back at you. But if you hit him with his weakness, that electric, I'm dumb. Not paying attention. You give me a boss's weakness, I play really sloppy, because you don't have to play great, right? If you have their weakness. You're the guy who brings a gun to the knife fight, and you stop having to try. And then the guy stabs you because you're not paying attention, right? That. But, yeah, normally you can't, but the first time you hit him with his weakness, you'll see the armor he's wearing. It gets knocked off, and he, suddenly you can do all that. So now, if we were to hit him while he's rolling, it would work. Can I demonstrate? There we go. Demonstration. It's very important to me that I demonstrate things. Alright. Ouch. You think I would have dodged that? You would have been wrong. Yeah, like, I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna say he's the hardest boss in the world, but I mean, you're fighting him even with his weakness. You still have to at least like dodge and time stuff. Spark Mangel, he just he folds. He's terrified. There's nothing he can do to you. Yeah, right. Okay. Oh, I've been giving out like fun facts and stuff. Let me give you one about Armored Armadillo. I told you how he functions. I didn't tell you some trivia about him. Hold on. Let me hit you with that sweet, sweet Armored Armadillo lore. Write some fan fiction about it sometime. Uh, Coffee. Right. So the reason he's called Armored Armadillo is, if you'll notice, he's an armadillo. And that's why he's called that. It's not funny. I'm sorry. Oh, God. Did I make the same joke about... Hold on. I made that joke about somebody already. Jesus Christ, I'm sorry. I'm reusing the same, like, 3 or 4 jokes over and over again. Hopefully nobody notices. And I draw attention to it myself. Hey, buddy. Whoa. I hate to have to do it, but this guy has a... Okay, yeah, so it does seem like... Okay, right. So that one took longer to... Okay. I think that just answered my question. I hate to do it that way, but like if we do have enough sub tank to do that, it's wasteful and kind of cheating. But the way you stand here, he'll push you and pull you, and it's very easy to end up in those spikes, which is an instant death. Yeah, it's frustrating. I don't want to redo it. So we're all right. I saved up that energy, and I'm going to use it. And we can also get the... okay, so the thing here, you can cross over here. There's missiles. In fact, I don't know if I've ever actually crossed over here. Hold on, let me cross over here. What's this like? Alright, nothing to write home about. Gotcha. Right. You can cross over there, spikes, death, and there's this thing dropping bombs. Eminem, 8 Mile? Okay, yeah. You destroy this ship. This weirdly whale-shaped missile boat. Watch out, because if you... Yeah, I say you can contact those bombs on the way down. But he destroys all these spiky boys. And you have a secret area down here. Against a mini-boss. There's the same mini-boss you have to fight a little bit later in the level. Like, I think maybe immediately after that. But that one's easier because the ground is just sand. This one has spikes. And if you're falling, obviously you can't jump in midair. And once you beat this guy, like you can stand on this guy to hit him. Demonstrate. Maybe. Okay. That was a perfect visual aid. Because if you kill him that way, you're not sure where you're going to fall, because half of this is spikes. So you're like, you can't jump again. By the time you see it, it's sometimes too late. You can't move out of the way. So like, it's scary doing it that way. It's faster, but scary doing it that way. Usually I'll just stand down here and just like take shots at him when he goes by. So much faster that way though. Alright. I need more coffee. I desperately need more coffee. Where are you at, homie? There we go. This one, the ceiling isn't as high up either, so he won't ascend as long as the other one did. Which is a little too bad, because, like I said, you get yourself in a good spot, you can just wail on him for a while. Keen-eyed viewers will recognize that that gentleman's head is one of the things that Flame Mammoth's level, those conveyor belts were spitting out. Oh, Defoe, good morning. Because Flame Mammoth's level was like, they melted down the metal, reused it. So you'll have busted up those guys' heads, and they're melting them down. Defoe, I appreciate you. How are you doing today? Short of needing more coffee, because oh my god, yes, I need more coffee. Actually, I should have like half a pot of coffee. You want to split a half pot of coffee? I'm willing to share. Coffee is like a hug you can drink. It is. Oh man. Try telling a child how wonderful coffee is. They would never understand. But when you know, you know. Oh. Got another like swallow in there left. All right. Oh, all right. Fight me, launch octopus, you nerd. Oh, hold on. Actual trivia time. Remember how last time I gave you some boss trivia and it was just like a joke? Right? I remember that too. I was there. Well, this gentleman. Bosses in this game, they have personalities, they have stories. Really? So see how he does this? You can't hit him, and without slide, there's not much you can do about it. So like, so if you don't have the slide upgrade, this guy's just gonna ruin your evening. You had dinner plans. You were gonna go see a movie. He doesn't even care. It's very unfortunate. Yeah. If I didn't jump there, I would have had him. God, I'm frustrated. I know he went into the fight without full health, and I know I could have. Man. No, I don't even have full energy. That's unfortunate. Love some coffee. Creamer. Alright. I mean, I'm not gonna, far be it from me. I apologize, I probably shouldn't have reacted that way. I was just surprised, I forgot creamer was a thing. Oops. Oh, I appreciate you, Defoe. It's your coffee, however you want to enjoy it. I respect you. Can I hit you like this? No. Sir. Okay. Wasteful. Gotcha. You know what it is actually? I hate myself, so I refuse to put anything in coffee that might mean I can enjoy it. That's what it is, right? Like creamer makes it better, makes it taste better. Can't allow that. I'm not allowed. All right, buddy. We're in for a real fight now. Me and you. You, me, and Dupree. Really? You're just gonna spam that like a weenie? Gotcha. Oh my god, they have 1 bar left. Launch Octopus, I'll tell you, he's something. You wouldn't think the boss that you can moon jump for would be the most difficult one. He really is. This gentleman. I was doing this without upgrades and without special weapons. So like no sub-tanks, no health upgrades, no armor upgrades, no special weapons. And I beat him like that, but my god was it hard. So like I said, you can't get to him, wow. You can't get through Chill Penguin's level without the, oh! I got raided by somebody, hold on. Fish on a stick. Wonderful, thank you. Thank you for the raid, appreciate you stopping by. I'm playing Mega Man. It's a video game. Hope you're doing well today. Appreciate you for the raid. It really does though, because like, as much as I love, hey, me too. I got a Mega Man tattoo. I don't show this off enough. Hold on. Let me. You like jazz? You know, it's all right. I'm gonna call you 10 because I think I like calling you 10. Bzz. I agree. I felt the same way about it. Let me show you my tattoo. I don't show this off enough. Oh, my chat box isn't working. Hold on, let me show you the tattoo. I'll get that going. Right. There's my son, that black blob on the other side of my bed. That's my son. He's a cat, in case you start to be concerned. Look, Mega Man. There. Need to get him touched up, but yeah, that's Mega Man. Right. Why isn't my chat working? That's disappointing. But no, it's like, yeah. Well, my raid emote, hold on, let me show, because my raid emote is a Viking bee, hold on. Because, like, that's the thing, though, isn't it? Like raiders, like, they're meant to be scary. Yeah. Hold on, let me... Spelunka Funk. Jesus Christ, I love that, thank you. Also, 10... Thank you for the follow. Spelunka Funk, 10. Thank you. Welcome to our community. Welcome to our hive. Give me just 1 second here to, how am I going to do that, actually? Hold on. It should be simple. Let me just, I need to have my chat come up. I never played Mega Man Maker. I did right after it came out, and it's like, at least the last time I played it, it wasn't quite there yet. And I feel kind of bad about that, a little bit. Like, I really wanted to get into it, but, yeah, it's like, hold on, no, don't do that. If you ever, imagine in your head making a Mega Man game, I think we all, whether we acknowledge it or not, really what we want is to make Robot Masters, and you can't do that there, right? Like, it's fun to design levels. It's our dream to design masters, right? Why are you doing this to me? URL? That's not right. I'll do this later. I apologize. I don't want to do all this technical stuff. I just now noticed that my chat's not working, so I apologize. I will get back into the game. Alright. We got some good new company, and I'm over here troubleshooting technical problems. Alright. We are on Boomer Quanger, who's themed after a beetle, in case you're unsure. Specific type of Japanese beetle, right? It is, okay. Gotcha. Like I said, it was shortly after it got released, so I'm not surprised by that in the least. But it's good to be a Mega Man fan in regards to, like, fan content. Because, like, really? How not this one, but the 8-bit look of the original series, very, very easy to design new assets for. So, like, if you're browsing the internets for fan-made Mega Man content, there's a lot of it. And not all of it's great, but, I mean, some of it's pretty nice. So, like, that way you actually do get masters and just all kinds of fun stuff. Defoe, I need to make you a mod. I should have given you a shout out by now. I apologize. I'm very bad at doing everything. So I mean, yeah, I'm sure you've noticed. I do believe that's right. Oh, Mega Man fan content. Yeah. I should have done it sooner. I apologize. It's early for me and I haven't finished my coffee yet. I'm just enjoying having some company and playing Mega Man with friends. Ooh, you know it'd be like that sometimes. And you gave me a follow too. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to our community. I'm not exactly the professional streamer type, but I'm doing my best. You know, just playing games that we like and chatting with friends. Whoop, alright. See, you gotta avoid those spiky boys, because those spiky boys, let me tell you, whoo, they will ruin your evening. X is like, he's got dinner plans, gonna go home, take a bath, relax. Those spiky boys are like, nope. It's a direct quote. Nope. It's my spiky boy impression. I'm so sorry. Oh, God. I'm tired. Really? Okay. Alright, fine. I'm gonna just stay. Yeah, I feel you. I need more coffee is what I need, actually. Yeah, I was talking earlier. I seen someone who did a speedrun of this, and it was very impressive, but I'm not built that way. I'm more of like a self-imposed challenge kind of person, and then take my time at it, you know. I guess if I had to be anything, I do like completing games, like seeing everything that the game has to offer. Like that's nice to me, but yeah, I'd be able to enjoy it. That's stressful needing to do it in a time limit, right? You get near the end and you mess up and you have to start all over. That's no fun for me. I'm sure some people are into it, apparently. But alright. Well, that does make me feel better because I was worried about embarrassing myself. I'm like, we got a professional here, boys. I gotta act right. Nailed it. We're good. It's fine. Alright. Oh my. I'm working. Okay. A while back, I did, we were beating every Mega Man game. I love that. Oh my god, Defoe, that's amazing. Thank you. Because I'm also a massive weeb. God, I'm a weeb. Alright, a while back when I first started streaming, actually, we were playing through every Mega Man game. And I say that because, like, if you look up official lists of Mega Man games, they include a lot of like compilations, just like game collections that don't add anything. One sec. Yeah. Oh, one sec. One sec. What's up? I can't imagine how that baby will go. You'll hear all about it. All right, my family needed my sitcom knowledge. They were trying to look up the name of that old sitcom about dinosaurs. It's called Dinosaurs. Oh god. Yeah, people need to relax a little bit. Like everyone takes everything so seriously. Like just chill. Like I'm playing games because I like playing games. I'm sorry. If that's not what you like, then sucks for you. Like yeah, can't you just like enjoy playing something? That's what I tell people. Like we just try to like capture the it's like you know how like you and some friends would sit around on a couch, you'd play some video games, you'd order a pizza, you have a nice time like that. Like that's what we're trying to recapture, right? Twitch is our internet couch, and we go over to our friend's house and we play Mega Man, and we just kind of make jokes. Right? Sounds good to me. I think it's just wonderful that we live in a time where we can do that. So I'm happy about it. Like yeah, people like that. I don't know. I couldn't imagine like imagine being that unpleasant to be around. Like oh god, they must be very lonely. Because like if someone's gonna act like that, you can't imagine they have very many friends. So it's like oh no. Oh, I mean that sounds great too. I love cooking. Okay, so you must be one of our European friends. I'm happy about that. Okay, I'm not sure. I told my therapist I'd be working on my writing today, but we'll see. If nothing else, Netherlands. I've got another friend from the Netherlands. That's all right. Hold on. I will give you a follow also because I'm trying to be more considerate. I forget to do things. I appreciate you. Thank you again for the raid. You certainly seem fantastic. I'm looking forward to either stopping by yours or you stopping by mine and chatting a bit. Hopefully your dinner goes well. Hopefully the rest of your night goes well. So let's see. Hold up. Give our new friend a follow. There we go. Cool. It's like I don't intentionally be like I'm never rude intentionally. I just forget things. It's awful. Right. Yeah. So that's really cool. Like I was saying just a bit ago, really this for me this is a way to because I'm going to be playing video games anyway. This is really just a nice way to socialize a bit. Weirdly enough. You have friends show up, you chat with people who have similar interests, similar game. Make some good friends this way. Something like in that. I really do need to, I need to make a map and start checking off countries because my god, like, I don't want to make it sound like I'm collecting people like Pokemon, but we have people from so many different countries now. I'm actually curious to see, like, to look at all of those countries on a map. It's cool. Like once you get your foot in the door, it really does lead to more. So like once we got our first friend from Europe, at that point like just started meeting people. It screwed the algorithm all up, and now like half my community or more is from European countries. That's why I've been wanting to. I've been trying to do more early streams, like morning for me, because I really like hanging out with all of them. Managed to get out of bed. Oh God, at what cost? Ugh. I'm so sorry. Jesus Christ. I mean, I hope they're going to turn it down. My God. I don't know if you can hear that. They're downstairs. And my door's closed. How is the TV that loud? Who needs a TV that loud? My God. I apologize if you can hear that, because I don't want to. I mean, let me know if it's bad. I don't mind telling them, or yeah, I mean, if they need to be a little bit quieter, right? Just let me know. I don't know how loud it is for you guys, but I know audio picks up really bad on this microphone. Or I guess I could just turn up the game and start talking louder. Let me know. Okay, I think they turned it down a bit, but my God, like, it is. That is horrifying how loud that is actually. Like, it's loud, like, where I'm sitting right now is as loud as I would have a show in front of me. They're downstairs. There's a door between us. That is horrible. But yeah, just let me know. I appreciate you, Defoe. You are fantastic, and I don't know. Yeah. I'm sure if you stick around for much longer, I'd make you a mod. I probably would. You're great. But I gotta not like mod everybody. So, but if you're here for much longer, I'll have an excuse, right? So I'm excited about that. Oh my God, yeah. But no, this mini boss, his whole shtick is just having an aggressive amount of health. That's the only thing he has. Like, oh my God. Like, alright, robot from Chrono Trigger, just calm down, please. If it helps, I don't know the commands either. It's it would give you the ability to ban people, though. You just click on their name and then there's like a little ban button. That's really all it would come down to, because like it rarely ever happens, but sometimes we get like bots in here, sometimes we get rarely we get people who are being unfortunate, but usually it is just like bots and stuff. Or the shout out command, that's the other thing. Like, if there's two things you need to know, it's just click on their name to ban them and !SO space name. Really, sir? You think this is necessary? It's not. Oh my God. Excuse me while I empty every weapon I have on this gentleman. Wow. Nice vocabulary. Yeah, it's not a super necessary thing. Jesus Christ. So this one's interesting in that I mentioned before that oh, I messaged them because I like that's ridiculous. It shouldn't be that audible. Like the books. But let's see if we can do this. Nailed it. So like most upgrades in this game link to other upgrades besides the health ones, weapons and armor and all that. They'll give you they'll lead to other upgrades. This armor doesn't do that. This armor just makes it so you take half damage from things. So I said at the beginning with the health upgrades, your health bar with all of the health upgrades is double what your starting health is. But with the half damage, yeah, like you know math, you're quadrupling your health from the beginning of the game, which is, yeah, if you get everything, then that's, yeah, quadruple health. That's nice. Because you don't start with very much. Right. Oh, but like I said, I was going through this game with no upgrades, so no health, no armor, no weapons, just me and my bad decisions. Ooh. Yeah, I've only ever had to ban 2 people that weren't robots. Lots of robots, only ever 2 people, and it always goes the exact same way. I say always, there's 2 of them, but I've seen it in other places, and it really is just the exact same scenario every time. Somebody just shows up in chat and just starts saying like just really childish things, really just like vulgar, like I'm gonna say the PP word because they're 8 years old apparently. They're just it always goes the exact same way. It's like just someone aggressively childish spamming as many naughty words as they can think of, and that's what happens. It's funny. So only twice. It depends. I've always been in my opinion, modern games aren't nearly as difficult as older games by and large. Oh, God. Adam, good morning, and thank you for stopping by. Sorry, gonna have to ban you. You said the PP word. Nothing I can do about it. Contractually, I have to ban you. I'm sorry. I'd like to think you understand. Joking aside, how are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Or it is 11, coming up on 4 p.m. for you right now, I do believe. So, hope you're gonna have some dinner soon. / if you do, let me know about it, because I'm all about those dinner deets. I love food talk. Ugh. All right. I was gonna say soon, because if you had dinner already, then you. I mean, nothing wrong with being an elderly person, but you know they be having dinner at like 4 p.m. right? How have you been, friend? Seen you in the Discord a bit, but I'm also very not active in the Discord. Rude. So turning invisible also makes you intangible. Gotcha. That's fair. Actually, hold on. That is accurate. Actually, hold on. Because his supercharged power also makes you intangible. That is. Huh. There's a reason. Wouldn't have thought. Yeah, like you'd think like I should be better at it because like it's mine, but I'm just bad at stuff. I'm sorry. Really? Alright. Alright, so that's the last of the Maverick stage bosses. So we're about to go back and clean up, get all the other upgrades. And then we're going to go to the Sigma stages, which are the final levels, the difficult ones. Because these ones are meant to be about the same difficulty, because you can do them in any order. So the Sigma stages are probably going to be a jump up of they are going to be a jump up in difficulty. No, I've only ever had to ban 2 people for that ever, and it's such a rarity. I've been fortunate that way. Yeah, I join a lot of Discords because I want to be supportive of my friends, but I have so many Discords I actually just ended up muting all of them because like I want to be supportive, but I don't want to hear like the bing sound every few seconds, you know? Right? I think that's fair. Maybe, I don't know. Storm Eagle. Yes, right. So I don't want to be like rude about it, but like I want to be supportive and all, but right. It still notifies me if they ever do an exclamation or exclamation at everyone. Like I think that still notifies me, but I just that's like there's a lot of notifications with if you're in a lot of servers, right? Yeah, I barely participate in mine. That's probably not good. Right. Yeah, see, if they ever at me or at everyone, I'll just stop it and see what's up, but mostly I prefer to hop on Twitch every once in a while and see if they're active, right? Alright, so what are we gonna do? I really did just exit out of that level. There's an armor upgrade here we need also. Oops. We're gonna learn to forgive ourselves. It's early. Thinking about more coffee. Thinking about those beans. Coffee beans. Toe beans. Yes. But mostly it is just bots. I think I'm fortunate in that I have a substantial community now, like more than I ever thought I would. There are with our Raider friends from earlier, we're up to 280 followers. That is hilarious. In my mind, I know for a fact that can't be right, but there we are. It's on the top of the screen. Oh! Miles is a long fur cat. All right. I'm gonna assume that's a British joke, and I don't know. I never heard of it. But yeah, Miles is a long fur cat, so expect hairballs. If you've never had a cat before, I'll give you some advice, and oh god, it'll save you a lot of heartache. Oh yeah, do that. Oh, post it in the May channel on the Discord, please. I'm old, so I have to pronounce it May, like legally. So that's why. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, 280 people. So I've been blessed with like a big, like for me, this is a massive community. 280? Nah. There are 280 individuals who stopped and decided, I want more of this. And I don't understand that. Oh, I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. But at the same time, our community is small enough where I don't get like people showing up to be obnoxious regularly. I've only ever had to ban somebody twice outside of bots, but bots will show up everywhere. Actually, that's my phone charge. I will actually, I try to make it a rule that I don't check out social media stuff when I'm streaming just because I'm so easily distracted, but I am the one who asked you to post it, so give me a second, I'm gonna look at that real quick. mean, I am the one who asked.
They bugging, bro. Why, bro? She made fucking things. What the fuck?
Why? Adam, why? Thank you. You're very powerful, and I respect you. Adam's got that bean energy, you know what I mean? Terrifying. Adam, I'm your friend because I would be terrified of being your enemy. Right. Gotcha. Thank you. I just had an energy drink. Oh my god. When I saw that, that killed me. I can't. Oh my god. Just thinking about it. Oh, Defoe, that was one of my favorites. Right. That's a good one. I'm shocked actually, because once I saw it was a TikTok video, I wasn't hopeful, right? I don't find very many TikTok videos that I think are funny. I'm not gonna act like out TikTok that thing that the kids do and be all snobby about it, because it's like newer social media stuff. You know as well as I do, people like to pick on it, and I'm not like that. I just don't find very many things are funny on it, right? But if it's funny, it's funny, and that's funny, right? Ooh, Maymays. You do stream. Do I follow you? Hold on, let me make sure I'm following you, just to make positive. I'm pretty sure. Hold on. Just to make make positive. Yes. You know how sometimes you make positive? I don't know. I'm sorry. I wish I wasn't like this too, but here we are. How do I check out your? Hold on. There we go. Am I following Adam? I am not. I'm glad I thought to. Okay, there we go. Hey, this is very rude of me. Oh, you're a VTuber too. Oh, I genuinely love that. Thank you. I was going to also, but it was just way too complicated for me to figure out, so here we are. Smart enough to make chemistry joke. I mean, I've got a few nerdy jokes. Hold on. Not exactly chemistry, but well, do I have a chemistry joke? Well, I do. It's not funny, but I do, so that's kind of an issue. Like, well, I mean, I can tell it to you. Well, my idea was like, I wanted a what would you call that? It's like a weeb puppet, like your little anime person, because that's what it is, right? It's like no shame. I'm the biggest weeb I've ever met. It is like just a weeb puppet, right? Anime muppet, right? With all the love in my heart, I say that, Adam. But I'm trying to describe it. Right. Like I had told you just now that I was gonna do it too, so like no shade. But I wanted a anime puppet person that was they looked like their skin, they looked like they were made out of like a burlap sack or something. They were stitching and it just looked all, because that's the lore here if you've been a fan of the channel for a while. I really am just a swarm of bees in a poorly made human disguise, and I think that would have been hilarious, but it never happened. Oh. Yeah. Alright. I wouldn't change your mind if I could. That sounds pretty rad. Like, I'm right there with you if I could. Really? Oh my god, I don't think we can get up there now then. Yeah, you really only get one shot up there because once you break that corner, you're just kind of screwed. Alright, looks like we're gonna have to die. But yeah, we got extra lives, so we'll be alright. We can get the other two things while we're here at least. I mean, yeah, you can be an anime boy, anime girl, I don't care. Couldn't care in the least. Oh god. I'm just thinking, I'm like... God, I got hit by so many jokes at once, I got dizzy. Excuse me. Right. No, it's fine. That ship has sailed. We kind of just like, yeah, this is how it is now. I've gotten used to people looking at me, which is weird. I never would have thought in my life I would have been okay with people looking at me. But I was just like, okay, so I was thinking like when I said anime boy or anime girl, I'm like, I was thinking, I'm like, yeah, your pronouns are Oni-chan. Oh god. Oh, I'm so sorry. I need more coffee. I know it's not funny. Oh god, alright. Oh. Your pronouns are senpai. Yes. I'm crying. Why am I crying? Oh my god, yeah, okay, right. Oh. So the difficult thing here is now I have so much health, I have to wait to die. Guys, step up your game a bit, please. Oh my. Adam, I appreciate you. Oh my, that just, you reminded me, I've got an extensive anime watch list. I haven't watched anime in a while. I've been, you know, depression be like that. You get depressed. Okay, so this guy's head here, that the mini boss from the water level. So you recognize him? That's him. So I think that's kind of cute. But I've got an extensive anime watch list, and the problem with depression is depression makes like the things that you would do to help with your depression. Depression doesn't let you do those things. It's very, very bad. It stops you from doing the things that would make you feel better. Yeah, that sounds about right. I've got an extensive watch list. I'm also like famously snobby about anime, and I hate that about myself. But like, I recognize that about myself. I still don't like it. Because like my reasoning is there's so many thousands of anime out there. Like no, I'm sorry, Trevor. I don't care if the show gets better in season 3. I'm watching something else. Like, time is short. You know how many good anime out there? Like, that's the thing. For like people who aren't like super familiar with anime, they have in their minds like Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, Bleach, One Piece, and those go on for like just hundreds and hundreds of episodes. Or in the case of One Piece, 60 billion episodes. Yes, I think somewhere around there. And that's not the norm. That's very unusual. Typically, anime will be 10 to 12 episodes, maybe 2 seasons. And they tell a full, satisfying story in that time. So when someone tells me that you have to watch 3 seasons to get into something, miss me with that. No, I am not. I'm finding something else. Oh. Number one, I love that you phrased it that way, because like only a weeb would think that way. Like before saying it, you're like, this may affect our friendship, and you recognize that, and I love that about you. Oh, that's fantastic. You realize how impactful that could be. How opinionated about things that weebs are. You know that it could ruin a friendship. Um, I'm not caught up with Attack on Titan, and I don't think I will be, and I can't really explain why without spoiling it. No, I could. Yeah, hold on. Let me think of some phrasing. Well, are you caught? Like, how far are you into it before we get? Because what I'm, yeah, right. I'm sure I could tell you why without ruining it, but it would only make sense if you yourself are caught up. But at the same time, I've got to think that you yourself are a fan, otherwise you wouldn't have brought it up. Okay, yeah, you're I think you're further than I am then, actually. Hold on. And my chatbot isn't working, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get my chat on screen working real quick. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to give you some non-spoilery opinions on it. Yeah. I loved the original premise of the show. But, like, even if you're a fan of the show, I think you'd recognize that what the show is now is very different than what the show was originally. Because originally it was like giant monsters, like think zombies, but really big. Then it was a survival thing. It was a show about like all of a sudden like, oh, not only are we on the other end of things, we're very on the other end of things. Like one or two of these things could just like, oh, we're gone now. Now we're extinct. So it was very much like bleak, we're all gonna die. Somehow we didn't this episode. I don't know how either. Next episode, we'll see what happens. And now it turned into flesh mechs. Just different powered flesh mechs. And when I say different powered, I mean superpowers. Flesh mechs with superpowers. And like that doesn't sound bad necessarily, but it's absolutely not what I signed up for when I started this journey, right? It's not what I came to see. So I'm kind of disappointed it ended up that way. There we go. Let me think about what point I'm at without ruining it for you, for anyone. They, okay, yeah, that might be spoilery. Hold on, I've got a strict no spoiler policy. Let me think. Well, I mean, just the way I described it to you, I guess. Okay, they got to a point where they found out how the people within the walls got there in the first place. Okay, there we go. That's where I'm at. Hold on. Got a lot of cat hair on my keyboard. I'm cleaning out because I've got cats and they just, just cat parent things. Manga, I'm a big fan of manga. I am, but like there's pros and cons to manga. I think, right? Same for nearly anything. I've never seen it. The thought of that horrifies me. Like shocks me to my core. The fact that it exists, I don't want to live in a world where that exists. But here we are. Don't really have an option. At least that's what my therapist keeps telling me, right? All right. Hold on, let me get past my pointy death thing, and I'll look at your message. Okay, I was gonna say, oftentimes the manga will diverge, and in some ways, manga is better. In fact, I'd say usually, but there's some things that manga just cannot do, like by its nature, music. Sometimes it rarely ever comes into play, but there are a few instances in anime where I can say the music really drove home the scene. Like a little extra emotion, right? voice acting. Some anime has really good voice acting. But manga is really something. The creators can focus on specific moments instead of like animating it. They just make sure the picture looks as good as it can. You can stop with a manga. If something really significant happens, you can like pause and look at the page and think on it. And if you can do that with anime, but you'd have to like pause every few seconds and it'd just be very, right? So there's pros and cons. And besides that, manga really is just like risky. I'm gonna explain what I mean there. For something to become an anime, somebody with money needs to look at it and say it's worth the risk to invest money in it. Manga, not so much. Any weeb with a pencil can make a manga and put it online. So there's a lot less quality control. Right. You'll manga versions of anime, you could argue would probably usually be better, but there's a lot of manga out there that doesn't have an anime adaptation, and for good reason. You'll accidentally read something like, oh my god, what was it? Magical Girl Sight, yeah, that flaming. I could not describe to you how bad that was. Oh my god, yeah. Made by the same gentleman who made Magical Girl Apocalypse, which was worse somehow. I don't know either. Usually, I'm of the opinion that, you're allowed to like different things. If I don't like it and you like it, sure. I think we as nerds need to be more accepting of people's different opinions. We don't attack each other. It's fine. Right. You're allowed to enjoy what you enjoy. Magical Girl Sight and Magical Girl Apocalypse is one of my very few exceptions to that rule because it was actually... There's a heart in there we need. It was actually offensive to me as a person. It was just disgusting, actually. Because besides the story being bad, the art being bad, everything being bad, the creator has this way of... Like, if you're familiar with anime, it's a little more of an uncomfortable aspect of it, but even if you don't personally enjoy it, you recognize that there's a lot of fan service in anime, a lot of girls in underwear doing sexual stuff. And the way they draw characters in anime, it's typically always this teenage girl looks like she's 21 and they're going to sexualize her. And you try not to think about it, but that is what's happening. There's no sugarcoating that. That is actually what's happening. And as uncomfortable as that makes me, it's just a big part of anime, right? This artist... Hold on, I need to make my air quotes as big as possible. Hold on. This artist doesn't draw them that way. He draws them like actual children. Still sexualizes them. I'm gonna ruin it for you because I in my life I never want anyone on the planet to watch or read either of those. So, what he at one point in Magical Girl Apocalypse, one of the characters goes back in time and interacts with one of the other main characters when she was a child. So she was I think 8 years old at the time when they went back in time. Her child self was 8 years old. He drew her massive titties, and the rest of her was didn't look like how in anime they look like adults, just smaller adults. This looked like an actual child. Titties. And yeah, that's the point where I realized nope, not doing this anymore. Wanted to give it a chance. Really tried. No, I am not doing that. It makes me actually angry to think about. So that's what I mean. I'm all about people's opinions on things, but no. Where's my chat box? Chat box? Chat box? Where'd you go? Apologize if I went on a bit of a foaming at the mouth rant there, but I feel like that's something that's very, very bad. It's very bad. Can I get my chat box working? Would you let me? So there's very few, like, that's what I mean. If people have a different opinion than you, that's fine. Like, really, it's fine. We're all just, like, let people enjoy what they enjoy, right? That's inexcusable. So let's see, a chat box should be... Hey, I got my chat box working, cool. So I apologize, I realized I just like, should have studied. Oh, you're fantastic, both of you. Oh, thank you. Also, right now, on my end, Adam, your name's orange, Defoe, yours is red, and mine's yellow, and it's very aesthetically pleasing. Love those fall colors. I know. When it happened, I was like, I was just appreciating the. It's even better when you have two of those people together. I appreciate both of you, but now I appreciate both of you a little bit more. You know, playing off each other a little bit. So yeah, that's one of the very few instances where I'll ever like just flat out tell you an anime's bad, because yeah, that's no. I need to knock it off. I'm thinking about every single stupid thing that happened in either of those manga, and I can't do that. I'll die. It's bad. Alright. Okay, let's talk about good anime. Let's talk about some good anime. Get that taste out of our mouth. Ugh. Claymore, if you're all familiar with Claymore. The manga of Claymore is much better. I adore the Claymore manga. Psycho-Pass. Oh no, yeah. I've seen a bit of Psycho-Pass. It didn't like grab me like I wanted it to, so I never like got very far into it. But it is good. Claymore as an anime is okay. Claymore as a manga is fantastic. Oh God. I am so sorry, Adam. High school. Jesus Christ. Well, okay, hold on. I mean, let's be fair. Because that is its biggest issue, right? All the fan service, right? Could we be real, right? Aside from that, there are some redeeming qualities in it. Like, okay, so like hypothetically, you take High School of the Dead and you have someone redraw it, where like it just wasn't all of the, it would be a passable show, like not the best you've ever seen, but it wouldn't be bad, right? And there are a couple, I will defend, there are a couple scenes from there that I actually enjoyed, so it really just depends on your tolerance for fan service. I myself hate it, but you know, it's a big part of weeb culture, I suppose. Inuyasha, One Piece. I don't like either of those. You know what? Okay, hold on. Respect for Inuyasha. Inuyasha was is old enough now, because Naruto and Bleach and all of them got popular, but there was a foundation that was already laid out for them. And part of that foundation is from really? Can you get the thing? Part of that foundation is from oh my god, Dragon Ball Z, Sailor Moon, and like Inuyasha. They were the older, long-running anime. Really? I will destroy you. Thank you. So respect. They weren't my thing, but respect for Inuyasha. They did it when anime was just first started taking off over here. That's everything. Yeah. Oh god, in One Piece, I've always wanted to get into One Piece. I can't. There's nearly 1,000 episodes last I checked. There might be more than that now. And there's no there's no plan on ever wrapping it up either. It's just gonna go until we all die. And One Piece is gonna outlive all of us. It will. The Earth is gonna be a barren, charred husk. There's gonna be like 12 human beings left. And they're going to make sure they check Anime Fox every week for the new chapter of One Piece. If you want like an action-y fighter, like call those shonen fighters, I would say Noragami. Noragami is a 2-season one that is very good for action. Looks great, good characters. 2 seasons. And the intros to Noragami. Noragami has 2 of the best anime intros I've ever heard in my life. I mean that. Or it really depends on what you want from an anime. But another good shonen fighter is Akame ga Kill. And you'll have to excuse the first and last episodes, but every other episode's great. Like, yeah, I mean that. Yeah. Yeah, I think it was weird because the first episode is so dark. Like, the first episode is one of the darkest episodes I've seen in an anime, period. And then the rest of the show is fine. It's just your standard, shonen fighter. It was weird how out of place that first episode is. It's fine. It's, it's your fun villain of the week, superpowers, dudes fighting each other kind of thing. Doesn't go on forever. I find a lot of people who are only casually into anime and they want to get more into it. The ones they're familiar with already is gonna be like Naruto and Dragon Ball Z, like those action-y ones. So I think Noragami and Akame ga Kill are good ones to recommend because they're the action they would expect and want, but there's also something more. There's a little bit more character, a little more production value. Right. I've got no idea what you mean. Okay, but it's like I was talking about earlier, or last time, or whatever, maybe last stream. For a good story, you need a good villain. You need a powerful, threatening villain. And she's terrifying. Powerful and unhinged, which is the worst combination for a bad guy. But also the funnest, right? Oh, God. Man. Lovely. I love a good villain. Man. The first big antagonist of, I'll take care of him. The first main antagonist of Bleach was really good, and then it kind of, bit it. As a child, this was one of my most emotional video game moments. Like I had, like I was growing up as a kid with Super Nintendo, and I didn't play RPGs, so like I didn't know what like video games could be emotional. I watched this, and it got me. It got me right in my heart. He blows himself up to stop the bad guy. Oh, that got me. Oh, fun fact about this guy here. His name is Vile. He in the remake of this game, there's a way to play as him, and you learn the name of all of his moves, and they're all named stuff like popcorn and cotton candy. It's the weirdest thing. It's strange. And this is another instance of, I said this about Storm Eagle. This gentleman here didn't need the virus to be evil either. It was like, he works for Sigma, but back when Sigma was still good, and this guy was a maverick hunter, like X, he was still a bad dude. He intentionally goes out of his way to cause collateral damage as much as possible, just as much as he can get away with. So it was really just a smooth transition for him to be a bad guy. Really? I was hoping I wouldn't have to use this guy's weakness, but I guess, yeah. I think I'm playing poorly. Yeah. Darn. That's embarrassing. Oh, now I kind of want to do it out of spite. Nope, I have to not think like that. We have a lot of Mega Man games to get through. We got to get through this, right? We've got a lot of Mega Man games to play, like 80 something Mega Man games to play. Right. I'm doing Donkey Kong 64, but I'm doing it pacifist, so we're gonna see if that's physically possible. Because I've never actually beaten it before in my life. So I don't know. We're gonna find out. Throw ourselves in the deep end. Oh, this dialogue that's coming up. I've said this the first time I played this a while back. It changes depending if you have the charged up armor upgrade or not. We'll do it and I'll explain, but very emotional. Oh, oh God, my heart. Here, your power is greater than I thought. That's one dialogue option. You see how we got that charged up arm cannon that shoots that purple wavy thing? If you don't have that at this point in the game, he says something different. He gives you his gun, which is that. So if you already have it, he says this. If you don't, he gives that to you. Oh, my heart. and then Zero evaporated, and we never saw him ever again. He's gone now for good. That was it. Just this game. Never again. Oh, we're gonna die, aren't we? Alright, team. Yeah, we're gonna die, but let's die with our boots on, I guess. Yeah, he is a bit of a nerd, isn't he? But if we're being fair, Zero is also a huge X nerd fanboy. Fangirl? I don't know. Alright, how am I gonna do this? Oh, I'm gonna die. That's how I'm gonna do this. Hold on. Hold up. Kill me. Really? We're gonna die and we're gonna recharge our health bar. That's how we're gonna do this. Because yeah, well, I don't want to spoil anything. The series got really, yeah. After the Mega Man X series here, canonically like a year, 100 or 200 years after this, there's the Mega Man Zero series. You play Zero. And it just, the story for this timeline went off the rails, kind of, but yeah, I enjoy it. I love Mega Man Zero. It's probably my favorite sub-series. Okay, how am I gonna do this? Ah! Doing this with the okay, hold on. So what I'm trying to do here is right, thank you. Dashing on these walls is much more difficult than you think it would be, because the right button is dash and the bottom button's jump. So you have to push them both at exactly the points where he kicks off of the wall, and shift from holding right to holding left at that moment also. It's very precise and finicky, and I hate it. There was 4 games in the Mega Man Zero series, and it's nearly unique in the series in that it's one of 2 sub-series that actually concludes. Very rarely do they wrap up, and that's one of them. And I love it, and it's amazing, and it's just so good. The other one being Mega Man Battle Network, but I choose not to remember Mega Man Battle Network if I can help it. So, fun fact about this guy: his weapon's a boomerang, but they only had so many letters to use, so his name is Boomer Quanger. So when you kill him, you are actually allowed to say, "Okay, Boomer," and that's his name. That is his actual name. But also, a quanger is like the Japanese word for like a species of stag beetle or something. That's why that's what he is. As a kid, I had no idea what a quanger was. So, you know, that was before we could just Google stuff. Yeah. Just Aang at an Outback Steakhouse somewhere refusing to wear a mask, ranting at a terrified waitress about how, like, Obama wiretapped Trump, like, just the most disgusting. Like, Aang, I'm sorry, I love you, but, you know, that's the visual now. I hate people. Speaking of stuff we hate, this boss. It's just, the window of opportunity to hit him, you have like a fraction of a second to actually land a hit on him. Yep. And you can only have one shot on screen at once, so if you miss, if you shoot a little bit too early, a little bit too late, you shoot slightly too early, that's it. No more. And where he lands, your shot would take more or less time to get there. So if he lands a little bit further away from you, you miss because you shot too early now, or too late, or whatever. Like, it is such a precise window. It matters where he lands for when you shoot. It's crazy. I hate this guy. I hate him. It's bad. Yeah. Alright. I was gonna say he's not spamming the spider thing like he usually does. Go. Also, to be fair, I'm nowhere near as drunk as I usually am when I fight this guy. So that helps me figure out where he's gonna go. Yeah, trying to figure out his pattern on the fly when you're just plastered. Oh god, trust me. Hard mode. Oh. We're talking about having to figure out his pattern and reaction time. It's very difficult when he can't even sit up straight. They really could. If they wanted to. Why would they ever prioritize Mega Man? It's not one of their main properties or anything, right? I'm mad. Mega Man is bad now. It is very bad now. Mega Man 9 was really good. Mega Man 10 sucked. Mega Man 11 was worse. Mega Man X5 through X8 is bad. Battle Network's bad. Mega Man Legends 2 ended on a cliffhanger, and then they canceled Mega Man Legends 3, so I guess there we go. We never get to conclude that story. There was going to be a Mega Man Online game that got canceled too. It's funny how Capcom just refuses to do anything with Mega Man. And then they finally do after like a decade or however long, and they're just like, sorry, it sucks, womp womp. Alright. I'm just a Mega Man fan and I'm mad about it. Alright, we're gonna die so we can refill our, well, hold on. I'm glad I did, because I like, you think about it, you don't, like, people you talk to every day, they could have a tattoo you don't even know about, and like, there's no real reason why you need to know that, but it's weird finding out when you didn't know, right? Like, for whatever reason, it's strange. It's like, okay, so it's like, imagine you've known somebody for a while, and you've been talking, and you find out that their eye color isn't actually their eye color, they wear color-changing contacts. It doesn't change anything, but it's weird that you didn't know that, right? Like that kind of thing. Or maybe that's just me, I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to fill up my sub-tanks, and then we're going to get a game over, get some new lives. It was just after I had broken up with my ex-fiance, and I felt like it was right, and it turned out very not like I wanted, but, you know, tattoos be like that. You can't do anything about it, so you just try to like it more, right? If you can't change it, you just have to like it more. I'm gonna get, like, I've got a couple more I want. It's just like, the thing about like depression is like, one half of my brain is like, I mean, I don't know, you don't want to live very much longer anyway. I'm like, that's true. And then it's like, well, why are you getting a tattoo? It's like painting a house that you know is going to be demolished in a couple days. Like, that's very reasonable. Why would we paint that house? And while I know that's a very unhealthy way to think about it, that's still the way my brain handles it. So it makes doing stuff like long-term stuff, commitments, or just like you'd think it would do the opposite. Like it doesn't matter. It's not like you're gonna have to have it for very long. Who cares if it gets screwed up? Like you would think that would give me like permission to do whatever I want without consequence. No, it's very unfortunate. But I do have a couple more I've been wanting to get for a while. I'll post about them in the Discord actually, because there's a few I want. Yeah, I mean, I haven't said it in a while, but canonically, my character, I'm a monster who's been cursed to wander the earth for all eternity. So while that's happening, I just decided to play some video games, and that's where we are in the story right now. We're in the video game arc. That's what's happening. So that's unfortunate, but I do enjoy me some video games. So, right. It's no, it's I'm not sure because I've got several tattoo ideas, and I'm trying to narrow it down. And it's harder to narrow it down if you get tattoos for different reasons. And by that I mean, if you're getting a funny tattoo, yeah, I just go over your tattoos to see which one's funniest. If you're getting a serious tattoo, which one means the most to you? If you're trying to narrow it down between the two, yeah, that's more difficult. I've got a couple funny ones, I got a couple sentimental ones, so it's like... Okay, hear me out. You're a weeb too, kind of, a little bit. You said you're like a apprentice weeb, right? Yeah, that's what we're gonna call. You're my I'm the weeb Jedi, and you're my Padawan weeb. Would that be okay? That's how I'm gonna refer to it. So I hope it's okay, but also if it's not, I'm not gonna stop. So sorry. But I did have an idea for an anime, full well knowing I have no artistic ability or money or anything. It popped into my brain like, the Weeb Master. I will fight you. I'm Obi Weeb Kenobi. And we both saw how that ended up on Mustafar. Not later on, because Obi-Wan was really old, and Obi-Wan could have won that fight. I know he could have. That rematch, Death Star, could have. Anywho, we're not getting into some Star Wars lore. We're already being too nerdy. That couldn't happen. Oh, I'm filling up those sub-tanks on the bottom left. If you're at full health and you pick up more health, it gets stored in those sub-tanks. So I just want to make sure we have full health. We don't really need to, but it'll certainly make that final fight easier. Kind of wish we were farming on something else. In fact, yeah, we're gonna pick something else to farm on, because that bird's not doing it anymore. Right. I didn't realize I hadn't explained why I was doing it, and to anyone just watching, it looks like I was just murdering that enemy over and over again for spite or something. Thank you. All right, and we died, so we get a reset of lives. Okay, there we go. All right. What was it? Oh, right. Okay. So my thought was, so hear me out. It's a manga, right? The main character is a tentacle monster. Hear me out. Okay, listen. Listen. I know, but hear me out. Right. Okay, listen. Right. Fine. Runs a women's shelter, and the show is about dealing with the hardships that come with not necessarily female adult life, but sometimes like it's meant to be like helping one person find this home, and she it deals with like drug addiction, and it's like her story of like trying to fight that, because that's a hard thing to do, and it's very, very difficult. So I wanted this like supportive tentacle monster who's like understanding and tries to help these people. Like you'll have of course like domestic abuse kind of thing. Like you need to address these kinds of problems. Like there's a lot of things that go on that we're all aware of, but we kind of just like think about it and then we stop thinking about it because we don't have to live it. We can choose to stop thinking about it, but for a lot of people it's not like that. I wanted an opportunity to like shed some light on that stuff, and obviously the joke is it's a tentacle monster. I'm aware of that too. That's kind of the reason why I thought it would be an interesting vehicle to have that. Ouch. Like yeah. That's I mean, that was my idea. I don't know. It is so much easier to bounce off the walls, like do a wall jump in the later games. This is just the timing needed for this is very unreasonable. I mean, okay, my thinking is, how we do wholesome, family-friendly stuff here. Like, and that's been done before too, but it doesn't mean it's not, it isn't welcome. Like, there's a lot of really trashy anime out there, right? I think it would be nice to have, like, some more things like that out. Do it differently, like... family-friendly content. Nothing wrong with that. And I do think it's framed in such a way that it's like interesting. I think it is anyway. Because as much as I enjoy some good action in anime, like fighting and superpowers and stuff, if you do touching emotional scenes in anime right, it will like. I've had moments in anime where I was devastated, like ugly crying, like it was bad. It's my most emotional times in my life were watching anime. Watch Anohana sometime and talk to me. Oh, Jesus Christ. I've not. Wow. Oh, I seen the first episode. Yeah, I did. Okay, yeah. Seen the first episode. It is really cute. If you want some heartache and misery, I'll recommend some more. Like, I don't know, Han is a good one, but the ending of Angel Beats, somehow, like, I think the ending of Angel Beats was just a little bit sadder. Like, it's hard to tell because, like, they're both times in my life where I was crying so hard I don't think I could breathe. So it's hard to compare, but yeah. God, oh Jesus Christ, Angel Beats is a doozy. It wasn't as bad, but the end of Assassination Classroom got me too. I was still in tears, so yeah, it counts. There's some good anime moments. If you are in the market for some romance, I got that too. Like, I got recommendations. You just let me know what you want. Sports, I will not judge you for being a sportsy person. My brother likes sports. Nothing wrong with that. Alright. Well, I was going to do this the easy way, but, don't know if you like sports. Let me throw a couple sports one at you. I know it's not what people immediately think of when they think of sports. Yuri on Ice is an anime about figure skaters, and it's amazing, and I love it. It has one of the best anime intros I've ever heard. It's so good. It's so good. Also, if you're more of a traditional sportsy kind of person, no worries. I understand. Nothing wrong with that. Hinomaru Sumo is really good. That's a sumo anime, obviously. But that's a really good one. Oh, we're gonna die here. Man, we very nearly beat him without having to heal. I'm disappointed in myself. That's too bad. And why would I? Why? Hubris. I, in my mind, I knew for a fact I was gonna get across there. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, that's embarrassing. Appreciate you, Defoe. Enjoy your lurk. Lurk. Alright. And then suddenly I start just slipping up real bad. It's alright, I'd rather take him out first because then this guy's easier to fight in this scenario rather than the eyeball. Having to cross having him on the same side as me, that really... I hadn't considered that was going to happen when I did it. It's just easier to save the nose for last. I did much better the second time though. Didn't need to heal. Did barely hit me at all. That's nice. Happy about that. Scrape up a little bit of my dignity from the floor, like a little bit. There wasn't much there to begin with, but Wow, it was also embarrassing. I don't know why I decided that they would be good to farm against. No, not even a little bit. Nope, not that one. Tanking damage and hitting people in this game, you can do it, but you need to be a little more careful about it because if they hurt you, you don't lose your charge. As long as you're holding down the button, you don't lose your charge. But if you let go of the charge button when you're in your I'm taking damage animation, then you lose the charge and you don't get a shoot. So as long as you don't let go of the button while you're in the middle of taking damage, you can still keep your charge and still shoot. Just be mindful of that if you're going to run up and get hit in the face and destroy them. Make sure you're not currently being knocked backwards when you do. Well, there was just health up there. Alright, that's fine. It's not like Stink Chameleon's gonna kill us or anything, right? Oh god, yeah, if you guys are in the market for some if you guys are in the market for some sappy romance anime, a movie I would recommend, because oftentimes people prefer the movie because it's like less of a time commitment. Even a one season show at 10 episodes, like that's still like a decent chunk of time to get through. Working adult, you don't have days dedicated to watching stuff like that's still a little bit of a time commitment, right? So a movie's great. Bloom, no, not that one. Your Name is a amazing romance movie. Like, just so good. But I mean, if you are in the market for a series, I'm not going to be able to get it in time. Yeah. Alright. If you are in the mood for a series, the other one I started to say, Bloom Into You. Very good romance anime. The issue with that one, though, is the artist, is famously inconsistent. Like they don't keep to a schedule. They will oftentimes just go for stretches of time without posting anything. They're just like, yeah, very inconsistent about how often they release new chapters. So it's very likely that, well, it's likely or possible or whatever, but that season 2 of Bloom Into You is never going to come out. So there's no real definitive ending. I imagine, like, if it ever does wrap up, I'd be surprised, but it is still a really good romance anime. So that's just too bad. If I'm wrong about that, I'd be happy. I love it as a show, but if I had to wager. Alright. Well, we're underwater, so I'm assuming this is going to be the fight against Flame Mammoth. Because, yeah, fun fact about Flame Mammoth, he's a very good swimmer. It's weird. It never comes up. Like, it was, because they only had one water level, right? And obviously Launch Octopus wanted it as well. So I know for a fact they both applied for it, but Launch Octopus just happens to be married to the boss's daughter, so, kind of stinks how it is like that, but it is like that. Office politics, you know what I'm saying? I don't even care if he hits me. It's like the most difficult part about him is when he spits those fish at you, they block your shots. So you'll do better if you just stand right up against him and start spamming the weakness, the shield. Like, see how little he hurt me there? The most frustrating part about him is those fish block your shots. Right. Oh, I was gonna say actual fun fact about him for real though. Launch Octopus. There's a Maverick boss later in the series called Volt Kraken, and it's established that they're really good friends. Oh, God, Jesus, Big. Defoe, you scared me. Big's usually the only one who does that, so you caught me off guard. I called you Big just out of reflex, because I say that every single time he does it. And he's the only one who does it. Defoe, you scared me. Thank you. Oh, God. That means a lot. I know I don't seem grateful at the time, but I just, yeah, not very many people use that, so thank you. Oh, you're an actual treasure, Defoe. You're wonderful. Yeah. Okay. Nailed it. It's fine. We're good. It's fine. We're good. Really? But yeah, there's a boss later in the series called Volt Kraken. And Volt Kraken is another instance where he's not actually infected by the virus. He's not a bad guy. He just wants to get revenge against X for killing Launch Octopus because they're really good friends. Launch Octopus and X are friends, and he just wants his revenge, and I think that's kind of cool. Oh, God, Jesus. Ugh. I don't know if my heart can take it, but I appreciate you, and also I hope you have a nice time with your dog. Really? I thought that was your weakness. Just the regular one? Hold on. That can't be right. That's weird. That is weird. Oh, wow. Okay, fine. That can't be your weakness. There's no way. Hold on. Cutter? Oh yeah, Cutter. Okay. Yeah, that's it. God, yeah, he hurt me so much more than he should have. I got complacent at the end there. Contact damage is a beast. Didn't help that I let him pin me in the top corner like that. I think this is the last level. Hold on. Yeah, last level. So you know what that means? We're going to be here for a minute, farming health, and then we're going to fight the final boss, and we're going to have a nice time. That's not how we did. Oh, how did we do it? Hold on. Oh, right. Yeah. Right. Kill the enemy. Grab the health. So when I said we're going to be here a minute, I meant it. It's fine. Wait, hold on. Can we go to a different level? Also, we couldn't. Hold on. Well, let's get killed by a bug, I guess. Or, no. It'd be faster if we let the boss kill us. Yeah. So let's die twice and go to a different health level to heal up, because that'll be so much faster. Maybe, I don't know. By the time we do all this, I don't know. Just stop. He's got a puppy. Oh yeah, you don't hurt me very much at all, do you? That's disappointing. Yeah, by the time we do all this, I really think it'll be just faster to get the worm to kill us. It'll be alright. Hi, worm man. Oh my god, I think I was wrong. Oh, Big, good morning. How are you doing today? 15 months, Jesus Christ. Thank you. You are Big. I don't want to call you beautiful if it's going to make you feel weird, but I'm going to do it anyway, so here we are. Beautiful person. Thank you. How are you doing today? How was your Monday, really? I would have bet money it was Saturday. Okay, well, yeah, that's why I don't bet money. I'm wrong at stuff. Ah, God. Defoe, you can only lurk once. Oh God, the suspense is killing me. Oh Jesus. You got me. Thank you. You're wonderful, Defoe. You're a treasure. I said that a bit ago, but I just want to make sure you know. Oh, you guys are amazing. There we go. That should be our last life. Now we can got some chat on my face. Oh, thanks for telling me. I mean, that might be better if we're being honest. Don't you guys wish that you couldn't see me sometimes? I do. There we go. That's what I mean. This stream would have burned to the ground a long time ago if Big wasn't here. Alright, we're gonna do the farmy farm. Where are we farming? Alright, team, we're gonna have to kill this rabbit over and over again. Oh yeah, no, he could do so much better. Oh man. Like, I didn't want to tell him that because I don't want him to know that he could do so much better, but yeah, if he decided to like pack up one day and help a better streamer, oh yeah, he absolutely could. So after we get done getting these, we may not need all of them, depending on how well I play. We'll see. Because you know I play poorly, so that's an issue. But we're at the Sigma final boss fight, and in case you're wondering, yeah, since the very beginning of the Mega Man X games, these Sigma fights have been ridiculous. They're always crazy. Sigma is the kind of boss that's like, haha, I know you killed my third form, but that wasn't my real body. I was a hologram the whole time. You thought you killed me, but I'm actually the level itself. He's done that. That wasn't a joke. He's done that. So he leans heavy into the this isn't my final form thing. Big fan. So we got that to look forward to. Like, maybe not as much, but in this version of the game, you have to beat his dog, you have to beat him, and then he has a more powerful form, and you have to beat him again. So in later games, he gets worse at it, but it's still like, we've got 3 fights in a row. Just because, yeah, one of them is his dog, so like technically that's not him. But otherwise, he loves to do just a few in a row. Defoe, I'm going to say this for you. And I need you to know that this isn't a joke. I'm not exaggerating. This is a personal moment between you and me. I'm letting you into my life. I mean this. Every moment of my life, 90% of my personality is regret. Where do you think all the depression comes from? I've done things, and I hate myself for it. So yes. That's the thing. That's where the sleeping pills come in. You take enough sleeping pills. Funny enough, you think sleeping pills they just make you tired. Take enough of them, they just turn your brain off. Take enough of them, it's like alcohol. Apparently, for whatever reason, they have the same effect on your brain as alcohol, and it's worse for you because you're not meant to turn your brain off using them. It's not their intended use. So that's why I can't drink anymore, because if I do, I'll very likely die. For those of you who don't know, I myself am an alcoholic. I haven't drank in a couple of years, but I am, and you never stop being one. I'm never going to reach a point in my life where I can just drink casually. I cannot do that.
You can't eat, and you know eat rhymes with sweet, and I'm gorgeous over here, boy. We honeybees over here.
But besides that, we are honeybees, though, for real. Thank you. But I'll never reach a point in my life where I'm able to drink again, and that's probably for the best. But it is a great way to deal with your problems. That's probably the opposite. It's a better way to deal with your problems than what I'm doing, I should say. It's a better option for me, but still bad. But sometimes you don't have very good options. All of your options are bad. You still have to choose one. It's tough out there. I understand, Defoe. You're among friends. We all, I think most of us here have had it bad. We've done things and we've seen some stuff, and that's why we work so hard to take care of each other. We can't be good to ourselves. We can be good to each other because we care about each other. So between all of us, we take care of each other. That's why this community works. We support each other. But no, I was gonna say, you get to a certain point, you don't. I hadn't realized that alcohol withdrawals are a thing. Like obviously, drug withdrawals, alcohol withdrawals are a thing. So I got to the point in my life where now, if I get drunk, I don't get hungover. I have withdrawals, and if you've never had one, I just take a moment to appreciate how fortunate you are. Not just the most unpleasant feeling I've ever felt in my life, easily. Second and third place don't come anywhere near it. And if those get bad enough, your heart stops. So I have had to go to the hospital for it, and I was in a very bad place in my life. So I can't drink now, long story short. Can't drink or my heart will stop. There we go. That's the short version. Yeah, I mean, hexagon is the most sturdy polygon there is. That's structure. Did you know? I'm about to toss you guys a freebie fact. Don't tell anyone I did this for you, but I love you guys. Bees don't make hexagonal honeycombs. They don't make them that way. They make them round, out of wax. It's just the inside of a beehive is warm enough where the wax melts. And the most sturdy polygon, like I said, is a hexagon. So when that wax melts, it just happens to melt into that shape because that's the most sturdy shape it can be. You ever notice, like in the sink when you're doing dishes, a bunch of bubbles stick together? if you look at how they meet, they'll meet in a hexagon shape. It's just the way things naturally want to be formed because it's the most sturdy. So honeycombs aren't made hexagonal, they're made round. They just melt that way. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to ramble facts at you while we're having real talk. Try to keep myself distracted. Big, I appreciate you. If you ever need to talk, let me know. I know I'm always gone and disappear and stuff, but if you need to chat to help you get through that, because I'm very proud of you for how you've been going through that yourself, and you've made a lot of progress, and I need you to know how proud of you I am. Alright, we back at it. Let's go fight the boss. If we can't defeat our inner demons, we can defeat Robot Video Game Man, right? And that's gotta be as good, I think, right? Right. Oh, speaking of, hold on. There we go. I need to clean off my desk. I have so much stuff on here. It is actually time for me to take my sad pill. I have not been setting an alarm for that, and I need to take it around noon, so that is actually great, really good timing. We had this conversation. I don't know if it actually does anything, but I told my doctor I would keep taking the sad pill, so yeah. If I don't, I'll feel really guilty. The joke, the punchline there is I always feel guilty. Right. Dog. You see that thing in the background that has the lights on it? I agree, that's probably nothing. I'm sure that has nothing to do with anything. That's never going to come into play. I didn't want to get into the entire lore of this because the Mega Man X lore is heavy. But, I mean, yeah, why not? I'll get into it, and if you want to ignore me, don't feel bad. Man. Yeah, he's got a laser sword. That's disappointing. God, that was bad. That was very bad. You're playing sloppy bees, you know? That's fine. We'll do better. It's a video game. It's fine. You mess up at a video game, you can try again. That's why they're so much fun. You fight a robot man in real life and you die, that's it. You get one chance. Here, though, we can try as many times as we want. That is true, though. He was a good guy. So, like, at the time, yeah. Because Sith always had regular blue, green, whatever lightsabers, too. It's just an extended universe. You find out they go through this process of, like, it's called bleeding their crystal. So the crystal inside the lightsaber, which is where it gets the energy from, the Kyber crystal, they have to go and there's a ritual they perform which causes it to become tainted and turn red. And there's actually a really, really good, I think it's a comic, in regards to Darth Vader when he did that. And it was a really cool one, actually. Some of the extended universe stuff is hit or miss, but that one's a good one. Anywho, yes. This gentleman that we're fighting, Mr. Baldy McGreensaber, he was originally the the leader of the Maverick Hunters. So like the term Maverick is any Reploid. Robots in this series are different than the robots from the original series in that they can decide things for themselves. The original series masters, they had critical thinking skills. They could problem solve, but they can't choose things for themselves. If you give them a job, they would never question why they have that job. They would never want to do something else. That's how they are. These ones, though, these are Reploids, and they're created more like people, so they can actually choose things for themselves. Mega Man, the original, was designed to be a helper robot for Dr. Light around his lab. That's what he is. Dr. Light made X here. He didn't give him a purpose. That's not how they work. He says you can be whatever you want to be. That's why he named him X, actually, because he said X is a variable. X can be whatever you want it to be. So I think that was a really touching way of him. Like he doesn't have kids. And he, as kind as he is, I really feel like he was treating him as his son. He said like that's for him to decide. He doesn't get to decide that for him. He can do that on his own, and I think that's really sweet. But anywho, I ramble, right? So like with that though, if Reploids are given free will, they can choose to be bad, though. That's the trade-off. That's the downside of this whole scenario. And sometimes they are, and they're called Mavericks in that case. So you have a Reploid sort of police force, like a military, called the Maverick Hunters. And they're called that because they hunt Mavericks. See, there you go. That's why. But the tippy top head honcho leader of the Maverick Hunters was Sigma here. And then, long story short, he got infected by the virus. He was built slightly different, where he was meant to be able to resist the virus. He had a unique thing in him where he could resist the virus. And it worked, but in an unexpected way. The virus went in him, and it didn't infect him, but he sort of just like absorbed it and became part of it. Oh my god, I am playing very badly. Why can I not get up there? There we go. So it didn't infect him, but he sort of just like absorbed it and took it into his being. God. We're about to lose. Why are we about to lose? Oh my god. Really? Ah, buddy. Good. Thank you. Oh, this isn't working. I'm dying. Yeah, I'm not gonna make it. God, I was playing so poorly. Oh, Standing on top of those things, you can dodge that lightning. I was so worried that we would fall off. I was willing to tank the electric shots, and we were quickly running out of health doing that. Because you saw, like, sometimes it's very hard to get back up there. If he didn't decide to, like, grab at you, there's nothing, like, you could hit him. It's possible. It's much more difficult. No, I love your jokes. You are good for jokes. Why have you done this to us? He's like, you know, Reploid supremacy kind of guy. Oh god, yeah, I was gonna explain how he got infected and Zero's origin, and that's just... This series is... If you like some lore... You know I'm a lore gentleman. This game's got that lore. Oh, B-Fact, gotcha. We gotta go through a lot of these games, so I will try to spread some lore out. The war has ended for now, and peace has been restored, but those who sacrificed them, selves for the victory, will never return. I want you to remember that line. Will never return. Hold on. We're just gonna pause it. I'm gonna give you a moment to stare at will never return. In case you don't know how funny that is, that's hilarious. Okay. Exhausted, X gazes at the destruction he helped cause and wonders why he chose to fight. Was there another way? Standing on the cliff, the answer seems to escape him. He only knows that he'll fight thee. Mavericks again before he finds his answer. How long will he keep on fighting? How long will his pain last? Yeah, this is when the series got really angsty. Like, they got really story heavy, right? Maybe only the X-Buster on his hand knows for sure. Like, I pick jokes at it being angsty. It's a good thing. The original Mega Man series got to stay like lighthearted and fun, and they took their serious like story and feelings and made the X series, so like they separated them. So now like there's something for everybody. I think that's great, but it does get a little angsty. Gotcha. There, if you look up any list of Mega Man games online, they always include like compilations. Capcom, because they stopped making Mega Man games, they just don't make them anymore. They like make collaborations, like collections of games. They're just like, here's these games. They're the same as they were, but now they're just grouped together in this CD. And I don't count that as a game, but the every list online counts those as a game. I don't. So, I'm not counting those. If it's not a new game, I'm not counting it. You can re-release it as many times as you want. If it's the same game, it's the same game. If it does anything different, I'm willing to do it. Like, there's the Wily Wars, which is mostly a remake of the first 3 games. But like, there's a couple added things. It looks different. There's a final area. So I'm playing that. It's like if they do anything different, like yeah, I would love to play it. Capcom needs to stop like re-releasing Mega Man games. So the list, I have to look at the list again, but there's like 80 something games we got to get through. But yeah, spoiler alert, Zero comes back, Vile comes back, Sigma comes back. Just about everyone who died came back, so remember, they will never return. And I realized that this was the first game. It's still funny. Oh, Spark Mandrill, I love you. I appreciate you guys. Speaking of loving people, love you guys. See, Boomer Quanger. Wasn't making it up. Hold on, let me see something. Okay. I appreciate you guys. And you. Thank you, Capcom, back when you used to care. I'm sad. Okay, Big, Defoe, I think you were lurking or hanging out or doing whatever. But both of you guys, our friends who lurked, who are friends who rated us earlier, wonderful people. 3 new hive mates today, so I'm cheesed. Everyone who's hanging out or who isn't hanging out and can't hear me right now, I appreciate you guys. You're good company. We touched upon some hashtag real talk today. I think we all know that we all go through some. Oh, we gotta hydrate. Actually, hold on. The flame doesn't need to die. Actually, you know what? You're right. I'm gonna go. I'm going to turn off the stream. I'm going to go refill my water. I'm going to come back and play something else. Because why not? Okay, but I mean, we'll call it a brief intermission then. But let me finish up my thought. But I mean, if the champion tells you the stream doesn't have to end, I mean, he'd know more than I would, right? I'm not the champion. There's a reason for that. But no, yeah, we got into some real talk today. Like, we're all aware that each of us go through different difficult things in our lives, and as much as I try not to pry and like let you guys talk about it if you want to talk about it, we talked about it today. So like, thank you guys. It's nice to talk about it every once in a while. So I'll be right back. Use this as an opportunity to refill your water. I don't know, any medicine you need to take. I just took mine. Almost forgot again, so that's not good. I'll be right back. Well, let's say half hour, top of the hour, 33 minutes. I'll fire back up. So brief intermission. Appreciate you guys. Make a snacky snack. Oh, snacky snack.